everyone. Today we are talking about UGC NET Management Paper 2. We will go through a marathon discussion on this topic. The UGC NET Management Paper 2 Unit 1. It is content, management roles and skills, function of management, communication, decision making, organization structure and design, managerial economics, structure, national incomes, inflation, and the most repeated question asked is yes, UGC NET Management. So first we go for management concept, process, theories, and the approaches. The concept of management is actually planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. And the key features are goal-oriented process, universal activities, multidiscipline like operation. I mean, there is maybe something it's there. The key features are maybe most of the time are planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. And the nature of the management is actually it's a science and arts with a profession like it's a knowledge like you need basic knowledge in every field. It's like a formal education, specialization things. So management is a process, mainly the planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling. Management, there is mainly three kind of approaches: classical approach, and then we come for behavioral approach, and then we come for modern approaches. So first we talk about the classical approaches. Classical approaches are their main types are scientific management by Frederick Taylor, and administrative management by Henry Fayol, and bureaucratic management by Max Weber. And in these types, first we discuss the scientific management by Frederick Taylor. It's the first approach in the management theories. It emphasizes on efficiency and productivity, time and motion studies. The corporation, not individualism, maximization of output, not restricted output. And this is about the time motion study. So we are focusing on the efficiency and productivity, and it is based on scientific selection. And then we come for the Henry Fayol's administrative. There is 40 principles in this case. The division of work, unit of command, division of work, unit of command, and scalar change, and speed the course. Bureaucratic management are like it is about the hierarchical structures, division of labors. The behavioral approach, it is all about behavior of the management with the employee and managers. And this is first one is human relation movement by the Hawthorne studies, the social and physiological factors that affect productivity. Behavioral science approaches. The first one is Maslow hierarchy of needs, and the second McGregor theory of X and Y, and factor theories. The modern approaches are like system approaches, and it is about the inputs, process, output, and feedback. So the system approach is quite like computers that we are giving inputs, and they give the feedbacks, and they give the outputs, and outputs we give a feedback to the computers again. And there is another topic is contingency approaches, the universal principle of management, the contingency approach, The universal principle are like management depends on flexible. It's like there is no universal rule management, and it is depends on the situation and flexible and adaptive. And then there is come quantitative approaches, the mathematical and statistical models like operational research, decision making, linear programming, the management roles and skill, the interpersonal roles like Mint Spark managerial roles. They are mainly focused on interpersonal. Then we come for informational role, decisional role. First, we come for the interpersonal role. There are three main roles like figureheads, leaders, liaison. Informational roles are monitor, decimator, and spokesperson. So the figurehead are the ceremonial and symbolic duties. The leaders are the motivators and directing subordinates, and the life tracks. And the influence are monitor, decimator, and spokesperson. The monitor are scanning the environment for the information, transmitting the information to the subordinate, and representing the organization to the outsider. It's the spokesperson. And relational roles are entrepreneur and disturbance handler, resource allocator, and neg- negotiations like bargaining power and negotiating powers. So if we come next to the management skill like robot cards, then we come for technical skill like job specific knowledge, and most important at lower levels are very important for managerial roles. And then human interpersonal skill like working with the people, communication with and motivation, and important for all levels. The conceptual skills are thinking and analyzing, strategic planning. Diagnostic skills are like problem identification, analyze the situation, and critical thinking. And the function of the management, like the function of management planning, then like deciding in advance to do what to do and when to do and who will do it. It's a planning maybe three types. It's by level, time, and nature. Planning by are mainly three types like strategic planning, tactical planning, and operational planning. Strategic planning are the head top level management do that strategic planning. It's a long term, and tactical planning are the middle level management do the tactical planning, and the operational are the day to day planning for the employees they do, and the time are like long term plan, short term plan, and medium term plan. And by nature there is standing like policies, procedure, and rules, single uses, programs, projects, and budgets. Step in planning, set objectives, deploy premises, identifying the alternatives, evaluating the alternatives, selecting the best alternatives, implementing plans, follow up. Advantages. You know the advantages like they provide the direction, reduce the uncertainties, minimize the wastage time, I think, and facilitate the controls, encourage the innovation. Now we come for the organizing. Organizing is the second part. So planning, organizing a process for identifying group activities and establishing the authority relationships. And their step are like identify the activities, group of the activities, assessment of duties, delegation of authorities, coordination. The principle of organization, division of work, unity of command, scalars principle, span of control, delegation, and flexibility. And organizing structure like the work specialization, departmentalization, chain of command, span of control, and centralization and formalization. Staffing are like process of recruiting, selecting, training, and development of human resource, like manpower planning, equipment, and selection, placement, orientation, training, development, performance appraisal, promotion, career planning, and compensation. And if you look for the recommend source, then we can go for promotion and transfer. Like internal, their internal recommend like promotion and transfer. External are like advertisement, campus recruitment, employment exchange, consultant, like these kind of things. And directing and leading, like guiding, motivating, and supervising over subordinates to accomplish organization goals, like supervision of the overseas work, like motivation, inspect work, leadership, like influencing behavior, exchanging information. Then we come for the leadership management, like autocratic, democratic, laissez-faire, transformational, transactional. And if you know about the autocratic, it's like a one-man plan, and democratic means everyone involved in this planning, and laissez-faire means the employer give the freedom to employees to think for themselves, and they can make themselves better decision. Like it is the power given to the employees. And transformation is like it's like a change in the character of the leaders. And transactional is like a time, I think time bounded. It is more about wait, I just go for that one. Coordinating is like harmonizing and integrating activities to achieve the organization goals, like in vertical and horizontal, and internal and external coordination. And controlling is on basis of the monitoring performance and taking corrective actions to ensure the goal and activities. And the standards measure the performance with standards, analyzing the deviation, taking corrective actions. Controlling can be three types, like time. If you take about the timing, then it will be forward, concurrent, and feedback. And the levels are like strategical and tactical and operational, like the same thing. This is mainly focused on in the controlling the financial quality and production, and the techniques of controls like budgetary control, break-even analysis, statistic reports, ratio analysis, management audits, parts, CPM, MBO. The essential of the effective controls, like clear standards, objective measurement, time information, flexibility, and economic feasibility, and strategic focus. Communication. Communication is the process to transfer our information to other person via website or internet or maybe anything else, but it is the understanding from one person to another person through meaningful symbols. It may be the symbols like messages or maybe voice or maybe something, I don't know, like internet IoT, like these kind of things maybe. And maybe traditional before, when we actually in the old ages they give the letters and all the things, but now it's only mainly depends on the internet and all the things. Process, the elements are the main at the center who actually initiate the message, and then encoding the message get encoded by maybe quantum encryption or maybe something blockchain, and then the message go forward by the wave, like radio wave or maybe internet 4G network, and then the receiver receive the messages, and then the decode in the mobile, that message get decoded, and the feedback that the receiver give the feedback, and then there will be some noise, like there may be some signal interference. Type of communication, like formals are like official and chain of commands and written documents. Informals are like the unofficial channels and social relationship, faster but less accurate. And most important that we can communicate in verbal and non-verbal process, like we can communicate in oral and written, and there are many processes, like we can talk within body languages like gesture and face expression, like that.